Yo, people, what's going on? It's Miguel Talks Football. We are back again with another video. Today, what we're going to be doing is the Premier League predictions for Arsenal. Strictly Arsenal. We're not talking about who's going to win this, who's going to win that. We're strictly just talking about what is Arsenal going to do in said competition. Plus, we are also going to speak about can Mikel Arteta finally get Arsenal over the line? Who's going to be that guy who gets Arsenal over the line? Who's going to be that top goal scorer? Who's going to be that player this season for Arsenal that you guys think is going to do it? Who's going to be the top assister? Who's going to be the flop? Who's going to be the guy who is the overachiever that surprises everybody? All this, we need to talk about it. But before we go any further, let me introduce you guys to my wonderful panel for the day. I got Saad in the building from the football corner. I got Gunnar Sulz in the building. Of course, you guys know who Gunnar Sulz is, my guy. We got Deo from Banter on the Pitch in the house. And we got Halftime Hooks, a.k.a. Halfway Hooks in the building. What are you saying? And also, we're going to have Dylan joining us in a second. So as you guys join into the stream, please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. If you guys haven't already done so, that helps out the channel massively, as you guys already know. And yeah, guys, should I just start with a simple icebreaker? How is everybody feeling about this summer transfer window so far?
You know what? I'm massively disappointed. I can't lie. I thought that this would have been the transfer window where the club would have went, oh, you know what? Only last season we finished 2 points off of top 3 points. We would have won it. All right, you know what? Let's go into the transfer window. Let's move fast. Let's move quick. We know who we want. We know what they cost. Let's just make it happen. But we're playing haggle, trying to get people down cheap, and for some reason, not selling our players at respectable prices. So, yeah, I thought we would have done more by now. I'm not saying that we won't go on to do more. There's still 2 weeks left of the window. But for the first game of the Premier League, I would have liked at least all of our key targets to be in and blending in with the squad.
Let me add the last guy. We got Dylan in the building, the 6th panel member.
Am I working?
If you guys don't know Dylan,
my computer just doesn't work with Google anymore. So I've had a nightmare. Can you see me?
Yeah, bro. Google's fighting everybody. I don't know what's going on.
Google won't work for you either.
No. I'm just joking. Honestly, I don't know what the hell's going on. There's like some stuff with Google hasn't been working for me lately.
Dylan is a joke.
It's bugging for me, man. It's bugging for me.
Mike came in. I don't know what's going on, bro. It's not working. It's bugging.
Nah, but you know what? Everyone's talking about Arsenal's transfer window.
Yeah.
Deo, are people bugging when they're talking about Arsenal's transfer window? Do you think Arsenal's transfer window is that bad? Because I'm looking at where is it? You know when you got something and you mess it up? I was looking at it. It was right here. Where's the window at? Here we go. We sold Emil Smith-Rowe. We sold Beerith for 4 million. We got Tavares loaned out, Lokonga loaned out, and a bunch of guys left on free transfers. And so far, we've gotten Rayo in. We've gotten Tommy Setford in. We signed an academy kid. And we also got Calafiori in. How do you feel?
Dead.
I'm not bugging about the transfer window, man. And I'll tell you why I'm not bugging about it. You know, people say we finished. The fact is we finished 2 points below City last season, and we lost the league by those 2 points. If this same team that lost by 2 points was clinical last season in a couple of games, just clinical, we win the league. So it's not like it's a dead team. Now, there's some deadwood we need to get rid of, which I agree. You know, certain players that we need to up on and say, let's, because you will know who your starting 11 is. And if your starting 11 is fit throughout the season, even if your bench is a strong bench, you might not need to use them. If your starting 11 is fit throughout the entire season, right? So I'm not. Look, City did not win more games than us last season. We both won 28 games each out of 38 games. They didn't win more than us. They didn't win 29 games or 30, and we won 28. And so because of that, we need to up. Nope. We had the same number of wins. The difference was in the ties. They had 7 ties and 3 losses. We had 5 ties and 5 losses. We need to cut down on those losses. We need to cut down on those ties this season. Those are the fine margins we need to work on. And we strengthened where we're strong, which is great in defense, where we can actually stop more teams from scoring against us this season. Now, all we need to do is add a couple more pieces. They don't have to be the greatest, shiniest names. It is effectiveness I'm looking for in profiles. Effective in the position that you're going to be playing, in the games that you're going to be playing, how you're going to be playing, and when you're going to be playing. those are the key things for me. So I'm not tripping because we have a team that can start the season and start winning games before the window closes. So if we bring in anybody else additionally by the end of the window, great stuff. If we don't, then I would be like, you know what? We don't have the depth to go on and challenge in all 4 tournaments. We have the depth to challenge in one, and we have to win that one. That would be it.
What happens if City gets better?
That's hey, look.
Have you taken that
like I said, listen. Like I said, we're speaking about Arsenal. I'm not going to what happens if or what happens if not, because I don't know what City will do or not.
But
do.
your logic goes off of them staying the same and us.
No. My logic is listen. My logic is this. I said it again. I said based off of last season, if we were clinical in a couple of games, which we were not, we win the league. Which means this team was good enough last season with what we did to actually go on to win the league, but we did not because of 2 points. So this season, we better ourselves in those clinical situations, add a few more pieces. Of course, other teams will strengthen. My point is we work on the things that we need to work on, and we can then still push on to win the league.
But we wasn't good enough because we didn't win the league because we wasn't clinical.
It's not. Listen, here's the thing. In any other league, what Arsenal did last season, the points we made, the points we had, the games we played. No, hold on, Hooks. You said we weren't good enough against City, who just peeped it.
Who we have
to listen. And when you look at the data of what City has done and what we did last season, we're not far from them. When I say data, I'm saying like based off the performances and everything. They scored 95 goals, we scored 90 goals, 5-goal difference. They won 28 games, we won 28 games. We're not far off from them. We just need the right pieces and the right profiles to be able to catch up and surpass them. That's all I'm saying.
Can I say one thing?
Hooks had his hand up.
We're
Hooks,
comparing.
Oh no, I
think I said what he wanted to say.
No. But what I was actually going to say is like referring to what happened last season. I think has no bearing on this transfer window because it was.
That's how you know what you need, though. That's how you know what the mistakes are.
Last season's done. It's done.
I know, but you have to Hooks. You have to look at where you fell short last season to be able to strengthen.
We clearly haven't.
I know,
we clearly haven't because we improved.
And I'll say it again.
But we improved in the area that we was the strongest in last
season. And guess what, though? In that area, if we were stronger last season, maybe we don't lose to Aston Villa twice. Maybe we tie them and we get 2 points and we win the league. But because we were not good enough.
We need a winger.
I know. I'm not saying we don't need. Listen, hear me out.
Let me finish my point in it because our problem was not defense. Defense was not our problem. It was not. Defense.
But you all crucified Zinchenko all season, but defense was not our problem. Zinchenko was a slack for the whole of last season, but defense was not our problem.
Are you gonna let me finish, or should you just talk? Because I can let you talk if you want to talk. All right, cool.
What are we doing, bro?
I keep on trying to say something, and you get me. By the way, defense is not our problem. We had the best defense in the league, so why did we go out and secure a defensive signing first? Before going out and getting a game,
because it's an easier transfer to get done.
Because sometimes in the market, okay, so you're asking me that question. Why did we go and do that? Sometimes the opportunity for another position arises that is easier to get done than the one that you want. It's clear that who we really wanted this season, we're never going to get him, which is Alexander Isak. It's been clear. All media has reported that that's what Arteta really wants, right? So now to get the profile up front, whether it's a winger or a striker, regardless of what it is, all I'm saying is the team we have right now is good enough to start the season before the window closes and we get the right profile.
You see, this is exactly where I wanted to end up.
It'll be nice. It'll be nice to have our players in early and get them to blend and all that. That'll be nice. But you're in a position where we're chasing City and we're trying to find players for particular positions. We're not trying to just stock up the squad like everybody else, where we can just go and buy players. We have to make sure that what's the point in bringing in a player and they're not effective for the season and we don't win again? What's the point? We spend all that money and it doesn't work. So my thing is, that's all I'm saying.
I just want to link this. I just want to link this to everybody else. The reason why we are gathered today, we're previewing the season. So with what we've done, Sulz, have we done enough to start the season at least? And are you okay with us starting the season with our signings not being ready?
Alhamdulillah. I trust in everything that's going on. I am so happy with the way Arsenal have been. Do you know why? We're not getting bullied. Finally, we said, fucking run me my money, fam. Run me my dough. You think you're gonna cheapskate me, fam? No more. They said, we want this for Nketiah. Oh, you want a low ballers? Piss off. You absolute broke-ass clubs. Piss off. You can't match my valuation. You ain't buying my player. And I'm so proud of them for sticking to their guns because it's all about changing the perception. We're no longer an 8th place club where we need to beg for these players to join us. We're finally, right, getting our money's worth. For a lot of people, look, the goalposts will always change. Let's say we do get the 30, 40 million for Nketiah. Tomorrow they'll say, oh, but we spent too much on Moreno. They'll still change the goalposts. Arsenal fan base will never be happy with what the club do. I'm happy because from a business perspective alone, we're changing the perception that we're not going to be bullied. We're changing the perception that we're going to pay what we feel is valuable to a player. We got Calafiori for a lot less than what they wanted. We're going to get Mikel Moreno for a lot less than they wanted. And I understand haggling for a few £1 million for a lot of people may seem like, what's the point? But the reality of the matter is, if we can get like these deals on a lesser price, it means we've got more money for a bigger signing. But if we start to now, let's say we spend 40 million on Moreno, we spend 60, 70 million on Calafiori, what does that leave for the striker? What does that leave for the winger? Then people are going to say, oh, but we could have got Kudus instead of Havertz. We could have got this instead of this. We could have got this instead of this. And it's like, there's never going to be happiness in this fan base. At the end of the day, when people are talking about the defense being a problem, it was a problem. Because look at how many goals we leaked because of that left-hand side. Now, it's not on Gabriel, but that's because when Zinchenko plays, we are vulnerable defensively against the bigger teams or against those attackers who are better. Now, against lower oppositions where we're probably going to keep like 80% of the ball, Zinchenko's perfect. But to solidify our defense against the likes of Man City, the Liverpool...
Zinchenko's perfect for what? Sorry, what?
What's your question?
What was Zinchenko perfect for? I didn't hear, sorry.
Sorry, like Zinchenko's perfect for those lower, opposition teams that the possession is going to be in our favor, or against oppositions where the attackers aren't that great, where we can handle, Gabriel covering for him. But against the bigger teams like the Bayern Munich, for example, the City game, in those sort of games, Zinchenko isn't going to do it for us. Calafiori coming in solidifies that problem where we leak those stupid goals.
We had Timber in that position anyway, though.
But he was injured throughout last season.
He's injured, so you have to...
We have to find something precaution as well. This is where the fan base. This is where the fan base kills me.
Who everyone said is.
I know,
but he's another injury-prone player.
We know this. The whole of last season, Tomiyasu played 18 games in total. Or was it 18 or 20 games in total the last season?
Right. You look do realise that Calafiori's missed more game in his career than Pedro Neto has, yeah, through injury.
Listen, here's the thing, though. Right? But then now you now have options, though. You now have options. They're all not going to be injured at the same time. You can't just like, because Calafiori's had this. This is how this fan base does my head in. It's like
I'm presenting you a fact.
We're strengthening. Listen, we're strengthening.
People don't want to hear that Calafiori's missed more games than Pedro Neto.
Calafiori had a bad injury from when he was 18. For like a year and a half, just like Timber had a bad injury for the whole season.
He's had about 11 different injuries, mate. Go and check his injury.
I'm saying his major injury that took him out for what has put Calafiori's numbers up in his injury and missing games was his injury from when he was young for like a whole 2 seasons.
It's not. Go and check.
That's where. Yeah, you're going to. Anyway, I don't. You can say what you want. All I'm saying is, and just like Saul is saying is, I like the fact that we now have options, right? I like the fact that when we were strong, we have strengthened again. We definitely need to go strengthen in the midfield. We definitely need to strengthen in attack.
I'm sorry. You know where I'd like options? I'd like options in the area which we actually need strengthening, which is the attack, because we can't score enough bloody goals, which is why we didn't win the league.
Well, we scored 90 goals last season. We can't score goals, but we scored 90 and 120 across all tournaments.
We have a left back that can attack and defend.
We scored 120 goals in all tournaments last season.
We've got a left back that can defend and invert.
Defend that.
But we've got more left backs and we've flipping had strikers since bloody Wenger.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Do you rate City's attack?
Yeah, Thad, what's going on?
Do you rate City's attack?
I don't know what's going on, but
Dylan, do you rate City's attack? I just want to ask a straight
question. They're arguing over left.
Do I rate City's attack? Yes.
All right, we're only 5 goals off them.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Once again,
striker, maybe we'll be 10 goals.
So for this immediate attack, where most of these players were off form for a lot of people's opinions, Saka wasn't on it, Havertz wasn't on it, Martinelli hasn't been on it. For that 3 that we've been saying that is off form was only 5 behind. What you say?
Right. You say that.
Did it come?
City didn't have a month period where they were stat padding, beating Burnley 5-0, West Ham 6-0, Sheffield 6-0.
Do you not think City have stat padded against Burnley?
We can't score goals. We can't score goals. We're beating these teams 5-0, 6-0, but we can't score.
We're beating them 6-7-0.
Arsenal can't score goals. Arsenal cannot score goals.
Everyone stop. I want to know what Sad's thinking about. Man's been holding his head for 20 minutes. What are you saying?
You're stressed.
Listen, I am stressed. Listen,
are we not ready for the season?
No, we're ready for the season. Regardless of what happens, I expect this team to be able to go out there and win the league, bro. We have
Thank
enough
you.
to win the league.
I
We have
expect
enough
that
to
as
win the
well.
league.
But
We have
haven't
enough
done
to
the
win
best
the
thing.
league.
Sorry,
However, we have still not supported the manager enough. I feel like
yes,
Edu
correct.
has not supported the manager enough. I
I
feel like
disagree.
the positions that needed to be filled when we came into this transfer window, it was clear: a midfielder, a striker, and a right winger backup. That was the position that we needed to fill. We didn't need no left back. We didn't need no defenders. We needed a striker, midfielder, left 8, and then we needed a right wing backup for Saka. Because Saka's just running out there on empty every single season, bro. He gets to the end of the season and he starts to just
Okay, so you know
rust
what?
off,
Can I
bro,
ask you a
because he's
question on
not.
that? So we can evidently see that Arteta is involved with transfers and how much he's willing to pay. By the way that Mikel and Mudryk came out, that he actually said it's too much and let's back out of this deal and let's go get Leandro Trossard. So how is it that Edu's failing Arteta when Arteta could be turning around and saying, no, let's get these prices that are fair so that we can get our bigger targets? What if that's the case behind the scenes?
Because this is the thing. They may be working together, but Edu and Richard Garlick have the final say. And Josh Kroenke have the final say. If we're sitting here acting like a man, if we're sitting here and act, what do you mean history tells us different? If you're going to bring up
on the basis of Arteta saying it's too much, so that's not for who had final say there.
Okay, but that's advising them, bro. But who makes the final call for them to pull it away? It's not Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta's not going to. Mikel Arteta probably advises them to say, yeah, I think that's a bit too much money for him. And then they go and have a discussion. They're like, okay, I think we might need to pull away from this. But the reality of the situation is it is down. That is the team. Richard Garlick and Edu. That is the team that go out there and they speak to the players. They speak to representatives. They are the one who are handling transfers. Mikel Arteta can give his inputs. Mikel Arteta can give his recommendations for players that he wants personally, of course. But he's not making the full-on decisions. He's not having the final say, and then they just follow what he says. That's not what's going on. And listen, I think this transfer window at the moment, I'm not gonna go too hard because I'm keeping my powder dry, bro. There's still enough transfer window to go where we could just end up finishing off this Mikel Merino deal and go out and get attackers. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna fully go mad like as if the world is all over, burn down the Emirates, this and that, going crazy. Yeah, I understand that there's still around 2 to 3 weeks left of the summer window, but we were promised something. We were promised they would go big, and then they would spend money. Yep. We were promised a war chest. We were promised that we are going to fill the positions that we need to fill. But again, if we don't fill these positions, and if it ends up we go to the season with just that's fact.
A fact is that's your opinion that the positions haven't been filled.
A fact is the positions haven't been filled. If Saka is playing that amount of games,
what if they feel there's adequate placements there?
There isn't because you could tell by the way they're having to play too many players, by the way they got injuries and were literally stripped to the bare bones last season at times. Okay, because we had injuries in that attacking line.
That's so
this 1 second. This brings me back to my question. Everybody here, I just want to know, who thinks we are not ready to start the season? Because I think we're okay to start the season as long as we bring these players in before the end of the window.
Just one caveat though. I do think that we have a squad strong enough to start the season, but we have to take into consideration that we go away to Aston Villa, away to Tottenham, and away to Man City in our first 5 games. Those are 3 very difficult games.
That could be a positive though.
If we win, it could rally the troops and they could be like, okay, yeah, we beat Aston Villa away. Okay, things are looking great. We go and beat Tottenham away. Okay, momentum. But you can't always just look at the good side. You have to take in all. Like we could lose to Aston Villa away. We lost away to them last season.
Well, we can sign players and
lose to them. Players and still lose to them. So it's not about it's
No,
not
no, no.
about
Okay,
it's
okay,
not
okay.
about the signings.
I'll ask them. We should never sign players. We should just never sign
No,
players. Then
I'm not saying we shouldn't sign. What
Oh
I'm
my
saying is
God, why are you man dramatic for? Just keep your
what I'm
emotions.
saying is you're saying that we could lose and we could win, which is true. That's how football works. We could go there win or we could go there lose. That's a totally different discussion from signing players, because we could sign players and still lose, or we could sign players and still win. My point is we have a team good enough right now who have learned from last season that, listen, when you play the likes of Aston Villa,
Where's
you get
Dylan?
chances, you go in there and you score your goals and you kill the game.
what evidence do you have that they've learned?
No, I'm saying that they must have. I said they must have learned. Like if you've
You
done
say must
something,
have learned. What's the
Yeah.
evidence?
no,
Okay, I can
this
give
is
you
my-
To be honest,
This is my
Deo
this is
can
my evidence. My
has
evidence.
evidence.
My evidence.
Saka even said it himself.
This
They've
is my
learned from
evidence,
the-
folks.
Right, boys, sorry, can I quickly say, I'm very sorry about this. My phone ran out of charge. We've now got the new browser. The computer's working. We're live. We're here.
We're here. Listen, I think this is the perfect segue.
Fill me in.
One second.
Let me say this real quick. Let me just say this
Deo,
real
you're my
quick,
guy. You're gonna finish. I just
Yeah.
want to say, do me a favor, guys. Hit the like button.
Yes,
It doesn't cost a single penny. There's a thumbs up. Just click it because it helps out the channel massively. You guys don't even realize we're so close to 30K subscribers, and of course, we got the boys in the that are here also. They need to get subscribers also. So if you guys like their content and how they speak, you better go subscribe to them. You know what? Just because they're here, you should go subscribe to them. They're the real ones. I'm telling you right now. But before we go any further, Deo, take it away, and then we're gonna finish off this. And we're gonna start doing our
this is
predictions.
what I think. Hooks. I believe that if our players should be looking to get better. If they're not looking to get better, we get them out of the club. If you lose, if you lose last season to Aston Villa, and then this season is coming, you should have learned. You should want to do better when you go to Aston Villa. You have a point to prove. We saw this team do it against Manchester City last season. The season before that, they trashed us. But now when we went to their home, even though it was a tie, people said, "Oh, why are you celebrating?" Whatever it is, you could see that they had learned last season on how to play Manchester City. So I believe this season, the same squad would have learned exactly where not to make those kind of stupid mistakes against the Aston Villas and the West Hams. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they have more experience now. They've played together one more season. They should be able to go there and get the business done. We've heard players say it's not going to be the same this season, but we really want to win. So that's my evidence. Yeah. If anything else, I should be able to trust in the fact that these players want to do better this season.
Okay, so let me ask you.
Guys, we need to move on. We've spent a lot of time on this.
I'll be real quick. I promise you.
But you're gonna trigger another conversation. Let's just move on, please.
I promise you, because Dio, we've been speaking for a while, ages. Yeah, we bros. Yeah, and I know that before the transfer window started, you wanted a striker.
I still want a striker. Don't get me wrong.
I want to know, just if you don't get them, are you satisfied? Because it sounds like
no, I won't be satisfied. Like I said, I would wait till the end of the I'll wait till the end of the transfer window before I criticize. If they don't get me a striker by the end of the transfer window, then I will criticize. For now, I think our team is strong enough to start.
We're winning the league. Who cares?
You know, that's it. Like, I think we're good enough to start.
Okay,
like,
guys,
if we're not good enough to start, I'll be panicking.
One second, let's get into it. Can Arsenal finally win the Premier League? Who has us winning it? Who has us finishing outside of the top spot?
Again, we could have won it the season before last, but it's always that the club are leaving us short. Like we could have won it, not even just last season, the season before. We should have won it then, and we should have won it last season. We're leaving our leaving.
Your mic is moving mad.
Yeah, you might be connected to the wrong mic. You're connected to the wrong one.
It's proper loud.
Let me check. Oh, I might be on the one.
So just to show everybody, I got this, and we're gonna follow. I'm gonna fill this out throughout the show. So I'm thinking we should start with the who's gonna win the Premier. You know what? Let's start with these.
How am I now? Am I good now? Yeah.
Yeah, better.
Let me check because I turned down your audio.
No, it's good. He's good.
Now speak.
Yeah, what? We're winning the league. They can hear me now.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start off with top goal scorer before we do who's gonna win it and everything. I think I jumped the gun there. Who do you guys think is gonna be Arsenal's top goal scorer
this season?
If we sign a striker, it won't be Havertz. But if Havertz is our number 9, it'll be Havertz.
Yeah, I'm going Havertz.
But Dylan is going with Havertz.
If we don't sign a striker, yeah.
What about the rest of you guys? You guys all going with Havertz?
I think this is Saka's season. I think this is Saka's season to actually I actually think that he's this because of how we're set up now on the left-hand side, where we don't have to depend on the right too much, where teams are going to now have to defend against the left-hand side, where we have Martinelli, Leandro Trossard, Calafiori there, and these guys pushing up front. The right-hand side will be able to penetrate a little more. Last season, we depended on the right a lot. The left was really weak, and so that's why they double-teamed him a lot. So this season, I think there'll be a bit of an opening for him. And even with being double-teamed, he did a 22 GA last season, which is not bad. For a season, tally, and if we balance the left hand side, he'll do a bit more. So I think Saka will probably be the one who scores the most for us this season.
Okay, and
I have a bit of a. Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
Just to let everyone know, we have a 7th guest also. The 7th guest is a chat. You guys can give us yours, and we'll see who the chat vote for. Also, we'll add you guys in there too. So get involved. Said, what did I say? Saad, take it away.
Listen, I have a very weird one. Now, guys, don't overreact at first. Let me just land with the explanation. Yeah?
This is Arsenal top goal scorer, not the Premier League.
Yeah. I think that Martinelli is going to be our top goal scorer. And I'll explain to you why.
If Martinelli's on the pitch, then we're doomed.
I will explain to you why.
You don't rate Martinelli. What the hell?
Bro, he's done it, man. He's done it, bro.
Yeah, Dylan, wallah, you're taking L's, bro.
Bro. I'm sorry, man. That guy's done it,
bro.
Who broke your heart, Dylan? Who broke it?
Bro, he's done it, man. Trossard is taken over officially, and even Trossard can only play 45 minutes of football.
All right, anyways, let's say Saad's explanation.
All right, let's hear Saad before you continue.
Martinelli is going to be our top scorer, he's going to be our top scorer. And this is the reason why I believe he's going to be our top scorer. Calafiori on the left side already, yeah? We've brought him in, and we've got Timber there. And we've got okay, that's fine.
How do you know this, though? How do you know this? Are you speaking with Arteta?
One second. Everybody stop.
Let him finish.
Go ahead.
Wallahi, Dylan just puts these comments out here hoping somebody will buy it, bro. Just listen. All I'm saying, I can't lie, I don't like the full screen thing, bro. It just reminds me of my channel, bro. But I see myself on full screen. Anyway, let me quickly go. Calafiori coming in, Timber being on that left side. We've got 2 competent left backs that can actually offer overlaps and stuff like that if we wanted to overlap. Yeah. We also have Mikel Merino possibly coming into this 11 and being that Xhaka type of midfielder who can offer you the through balls, who can offer you the through balls, he can offer you the height, he can offer you the balance in midfield on that side. And listen, I think we're changing this whole left side because last season it was a mess. Let's be real, it was a mess. There was Martinelli had to deal with constant partners. He had to deal with Havertz in the midfield, which was atrocious, by the way, in my personal opinion. Havertz in the midfield wasn't good enough to get the best out of Martinelli because he was going into the areas that Martinelli should be going into. Whereas Xhaka wasn't really going into those areas. You need somebody who is not so attacking, but can allow Martinelli to do his thing. We got the burner going off. But you need somebody who isn't so attacking and can let Martinelli do his thing, but also support him, give him overlapping runs, give him that support. And I think Mikel Merino can do that. I think Calafiori or Timber, whoever we play, most likely going to be Timber if Calafiori gets injured, is the one that's going to do it, to be honest. So that's why I think Martinelli is
giving you guys updates. These are the updates so far.
Can I please speak
on? We haven't gotten yours. Who's yours?
It's disrespectful to ask. It's obviously my client Havertz.
Okay.
I don't even know why it needs to be a question.
There's no explanation. There's no explanation from Sulz, bro. It's just my client.
This is Havertz also. So the chat. Some have said Trossard. One guy said Trossard. Nobody else really commented. So are we going Trossard? Really?
Right. If Trossard takes Martinelli's position, he probably will be. Because of his, he probably will be. But that do you actually think Marino will even start? He won't be. He'll just be like another Jorginho, but just like a bit better. Like,
no, I disagree.
He'll play more games than Partey.
Who did he start over in this midfield?
Partey.
I mean, Partey firstly needs to be fit to actually play.
Oh, if Partey's fit, Oh, I'm not even doing this no more, man. I'm not. I'm not doing
Wait.
this no
So
more.
one guy said,
I'm not doing this no
wait.
more,
They
man.
changed it. They said Havertz, Saka, Trossard, Nelly, Kai. Yeah, Havertz got most of the votes. So I'm gonna change it. Let's go top assister. Can I just go first? Top assister, Martin Odegaard. Oh, we got a super chat. Super chat takes over all. So he super chatted. He gets Saka in there.
That's
For
Dio's
top goal scorer.
burner account now.
So but my top assister, I think Martin Odegaard is going to lead the whole Premier League in assists. I think this season he's going to go ham, and it's going to be a situation where he goes
now, doesn't he?
What?
He's got a brand new lethal striker to play the balls through to, innit? So hopefully,
yeah, he's
not necessarily need to have a lethal striker to have a good season. Last season, I thought he was really good. I just thought guys were
brilliant.
Were
he was arguably our best player last season, but that, like, unfortunately,
I remember the Bournemouth game. I remember the Brighton game at home just around Christmas time. Guys, we had sitter after sitter we were missing. West Ham game. So many games. If we just are a little bit more clinical, Martin Odegaard gets top assister every year.
How about we become a little bit more clinical by buying clinical players rather than...
Yeah, we've got one. Don't worry, man. You'll see...
Bro, the window's not over.
Dylan, I promise you. The same players we've got are going to get better. Trossard is like 29 years old. Havertz is Havertz. And Bukayo Saka is like, he's what he is, isn't it? Like,
they're always going to decline.
Bukayo Saka,
he's
scoring like 3 more goals a season, easy.
The only thing I'll say is I keep my powder dry, bro. I'm not going to go fully... obviously, Dylan's gone way past it now, and he's obviously on the offensive, but I just think for me you gotta wait and let the summer finish, bro. Let the window come to a close, then we can discuss what's there to play with. But listen, either way, I think that Odegaard, I agree with Egal. I think that Odegaard could be is going to be the Premier League top assister, to be honest. I think Odegaard is just improving, bro, becoming better. Do you know what I mean? So
the chat are also saying Odegaard, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, most assists for me would be Odegaard.
It's too obvious. He's our creative player. He's probably
there you are, Egal, man.
This record. It's going to be an easy one for him.
Odegaard?
Egal, my name, bro. What's going on?
Wallah.
La ilaha illallah, wallah.
Sarge, you just being disrespected, lad. It is
Allah, it's crazy, bro. Hey, big up to Egal.
Brother, I'm genuinely sorry. Wallah, I keep doing that.
No, it's so good. It's so good.
What's Deo? Same?
It's
Odegaard? Can we just keep it moving?
Yeah, it's Odegaard.
It's
Odegaard.
No, do you know what? Yeah, I actually think Declan Rice might be close, you know.
I'm going with
you know what? Hold on. If we do set pieces like we've been doing, and it's coming from Declan's side, that's been like already in preseason. If we're counting his assists,
are you saying Rice is going to lead Arsenal assists?
Look, hey, you know how many we scored 20 goals from set pieces last season, right? If of those 20, I think 11 of them were corner kicks. And of the 11, maybe 6 of them were from Rice's side. And Rice always...
You know, we're going to look back at this and we're going to look at you putting Rice and we might...
I'm thinking about it. It's not a mad cry. It's not a mad shout.
Let's hear what Dylan has to say. Partey?
It'll be Saka. It won't be Odegaard. Odegaard plays the ball to the wider players. Odegaard's never playing the final ball. It'll be one of the wingers, probably.
Anybody else picking Saka?
Hey, Egal, not Odegaard. For me, Havertz, innit? For me, Havertz.
Yeah, Havertz top goal scorer. It won't be Odegaard. Will be no.
You have one second. You have Havertz, top goal scorer, top assister. Is he your player of the season for us?
But don't worry about it, man. We'll get. I don't necessarily think that being top goal scorer or top assister naturally means that you become player.
So who's your player of the season? We're there now.
There you are.
You know what? I'm going with Havertz. Yeah, I'll go with Havertz, man. I think he's gonna have a fabulous season. I think he's one of the players that will improve on what he did last season. Like, to me, he clearly looks like a guy that when he's confident, when he's got belief, and when he has the momentum, he will just push on. So I would
hope your top goal scorer and top assister of the season is the freaking player of the season, or else who the hell is gonna get it?
It'll be Saliba. Weren't it like one of the defenders last year? Like, it'd be
for me, I have William Saliba not only getting Arsenal player of the season, but Premier League player of the season. And he's going to go up there with Vitic and and company and friggin' some of the greatest of all time in Premier League history. I think he will arguably be, after this season, he will be solidified as one of the best center back in Europe. I'm going with Saliba.
I'm Odegaard for me. Player of the season would be Odegaard.
I'll say Odegaard as well. It'd be Odegaard or Saliba.
Yeah.
So who you putting in? Odegaard or Saliba, Dylan?
Odegaard for Dio.
I'll go Odegaard.
Okay. Anyone want to explain why they're going Odegaard, especially when you don't have him as your top assister?
Honestly, I can't even explain this guy. Like, he won't be top scorer, he won't be top assister, but bruv, when this guy, he's just so
Am I
good,
spelling Odegaard's name wrong? What the hell?
He's so good.
No, it's right.
Why does that happen? You look at it and it looks like it's spelled wrong.
Because you ain't got the cross through the O.
Yeah,
That's why. Sad.
Yes. My player of the season is going to be a bit of an odd one again, but I'm going to go with Gabriel Magalhaes. And the reason for me putting him as the player of the season is because I think that both him and Saliba are going to improve. However, I think next season we're going to improve on our clean sheets and obviously winning the league as well. So winning the league, improving on the clean sheets. Gabriel Magalhaes is probably the one that's going to get the most goals because he's the most dangerous from corners. He's the most dangerous in the air. So I think that Gabriel Magalhaes is going to be the one that gets the player of the season for Arsenal, just because of what he's done. I think he does it. He got it already, so I think he's going to get it 2 years in a row.
What are people
Did
saying?
Gabriel get it last season? Did Gabriel win it?
I think he did, didn't he?
Was Odegaard won it? I don't know.
I'll have to double check.
Odegaard won.
I thought he would. Did Odegaard win it? Yeah.
Yeah. But it's all right. We'll speak about it. People in the chat, let me know who's your pick. People are saying Saliba. Some people think
young player of the season in the league or young player of the season at Arsenal. We've only got about 2.
Oh no, it was Martin Odegaard.
So far, we only have 2 votes: Saka, Saliba. Who's going to be player of the season? People, we got Odegaard. Yeah, we'll wait and see. But before we go any further, Sulz, who's yours? Your client?
No. Do you know what? I have to keep all my clients happy, so I'm gonna go with another one.
I can't believe he picked Gabriel, right? You picked Gabriel.
Don't
Gabriel.
My guy, man. Yeah. No. I'm gonna go with the most disrespected footballer I have ever come across.
Thomas Partey.
Benjamin White.
Ben White, player of the season.
Man is so disrespected. This guy is a consistent minimum 7. Minimum.
No one disrespects him. They just don't like him because he is a prick. If you're not an Arsenal.
Bro, you probably said he was a waste of money when we signed him.
Who, me?
No, I'm talking to Dylan.
No, when he was in centre back, he was horrible. But yeah, right back as a right back, yeah, he's been quality. As a centre back, he was terrible. But yeah, as a right back, yes, I can't.
Can we clarify young player? Is this anyone under the age of 23 or under 21?
He's not. You do realise, yeah, he's not like.
When we say young player, we mean like breakout season player.
Oh right, Ranieri.
We don't really have any breakouts.
Calafiori could technically count, no?
My vote.
That's not young though, is it? I don't know.
My vote is Miles Lewis Skelly. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, this guy is doing too much.
Miles Lewis Skelly. I'm going Ethan. He's going to get some game time this season.
Young player of the season. I don't know if Ethan will get enough minutes for me to say Ethan.
Who else?
You know what I mean? Like he will get minutes, but I don't think he'll get enough minutes for me to be able to say over 38 games, over all the games we play in the FA Cup and the League Cup and even Champions League, that Ethan can be. Yeah, he's talented and it's clear that he's going to be a great player. We can see that already, but the minutes don't do it for me. So for my young player of the season, it's gonna be. There's really nobody on the team that I can call you. But if you call,
should we just grab this award?
Yeah, because if you say young, a lot of our players that are young have played 2 seasons together.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
We haven't got any young players anymore. Like,
you know, I think a breakthrough player. If you haven't done that already, that might be better.
Breakthrough player.
No, but you've done it though, innit? Haven't you got a criteria for surprise player?
Okay, so let's do surprise player. I say Fabio Vieira.
Good.
Tell him again.
I'll give it a rest.
One second. Fabio Vieira, in order for him to surprise you, all he really has to do is have like 7 assists and like 6
No.
goals.
Mate, for him
No.
to shock me,
No.
he's got to get a man of the match award or score a goal. Like, bruv, did he even score? Did he? He
Hold
scored
on,
one-
don't disrespect. No,
I'll
Dylan,
be
don't
That's my point.
disrespect
That's
him
my
like
point.
He
that.
is
The
the
bar
worst
is so
signing we've
low.
had since Arteta joined. The worst signing
Dylan,
to actually play
Dylan,
games.
the
since
bar
Arteta
is
joined.
so low. The bar is so low. He could literally surprise you.
No.
Again,
You
oh, so
man
low.
disrespecting
to be
Fabio
surprised.
Vieira, bro.
No, but you see, Sad.
I expect man to do better than ESR. If you're going to disrespect man and sell him and keep Fabio Vieira, man, you better be producing double fucking goals.
No,
From the
I know,
when people
but
say surprise, one second.
I don't give a shit.
One second, guys.
Igal is right though. If you think
When
about it,
people say surprise, Fabio Vieira doing well would be a surprise. So that's
No.
why I'm putting
No.
him in there.
no. But that's what we're saying.
No, I don't care how low the bar is.
Sulz, hold on. Sulz, look, somebody's terrible, right? If the person does a few wonderful things, you're like, man, I didn't expect that from this dude. Like, what in the okay? I'll give you a good
You're
example.
surprised by Rob Holding?
No.
Because he had one good game.
No,
and then all of a
we're
sudden,
not talking
like,
about
no,
one
man.
good game. Listen to what I'm saying. We're not saying one good game. We're saying if Fabio Vieira gets minutes and every time he comes in, he assists and he scores. Every time they let him play, he assists or he scores. Every time they let him play, you're like, you know what? In the 11
Like
games
he was
played this
playing
season,
at the beginning of the season before he got injured.
you'd be like, you know what? This guy outperformed what I expected from him. That's the surprise that I'm talking about. I'm not saying that he's going to become a wonderful, like overnight, but because the bar is so low for him, it's easier to pick him. Now, if you pick somebody who the bar is already high for, like a Leandro Trossard, for example, you're expecting him to now go and do double-digit goals, and he's got to do, like you're setting the bar so high for him to become that player. Like,
People said he's better than ESR in this, so like, man, I want to see it. That's the
I
only way.
never agreed to that. Listen, I am a Fabio Vieira fan. Do you know what I mean? But I never agreed to him being better than Emma Smith Rowe. I think Emma Smith Rowe is much better than him. But listen, I think for me, the most improved or the surprise player will be Ethan Nwaneri. And the reason why I think it will be Ethan Nwaneri is because I think it's going to be a surprise how many minutes he actually gets on the pitch. Because
people think he's going to play though.
Yeah, but I think what he's gonna do, bro, he's gonna get a lot of minutes. I feel like he's gonna get all of the cup games, everything.
Guys, we're 48 minutes in. We haven't really gotten even to the Premier League or Champions League or any of those. So let's try to run through this. Hooks, what are you saying?
Yeah.
My surprise player for this season is going to be Thomas Partey. I can't lie. I feel like a lot of the fan base has actually forgotten how great of a player he is, and I think this season he's going to be a lot more fit and
You're
remind
speaking Dylan's language.
For 10 games in a row.
You're speaking Dylan's language. Dylan, what are you saying?
What's my language?
Partey? Surprise player?
Surprise player, bro. If Partey drops a 10 how can Partey be the surprise player? He's consistently the best player when he's fit.
No. But a lot of people have forgotten. How good he is.
You have to have injuries.
Not how good he is.
He's literally our best midfielder when he's fit.
Hooks, I don't think we've forgotten. The problem is because we know he's not fit. We call for
he gets a lot of disrespect. I heard man say
but that's what I'm saying. But Hooks, that's what I'm saying. People will put that disrespect because of his injury and the fact that he's not around. If you're not available, it's easy to forget how good you are. It's easy to be like, you know what? Hey, it doesn't mean that we don't recognize when he's fit. Like once Partey is fit, he's the man. You know what I'm saying? But when you're not available, dude, if you need to get from A to B and the trains are not working, your car is not working, nothing is working, and there's just an electric bike, you're eventually going to settle for that electric bike. So us settling for other midfielders is because he's not available for us, so yeah, that's it. It's not
okay, people in the chat, let me know who your surprise is, and it can't be ESR because he's no longer at Arsenal. Somebody said Calafiori. I don't think Calafiori is going to be a surprise. We expect him to be good.
No, but I think there was a Ambrose West. That one is actually interesting. Breakthrough. I think it'd be surprise to me if Calafiori comes in and gets that left back spot straight away off of Timber, bro. I don't think
Nobody
he will.
does. You're right.
Bro, it's Zinchenko at the moment.
Do you know what I mean?
Zinchenko is the left back at the moment. Zinchenko looks like the one. I'm just being. He played both the Emirates Cup games, including the Lyon one, which means pretty much he's nailed on to start the first.
But that's
just the
Dylan,
first game.
both
You
of them
can't-
because
no, hold on,
Timber,
guys,
because Timber
can I
was
just
also
say-
Timber was also just getting back into a
And
little
also,
bit of
Thomas
I
Partey
just wanna
started at
say
right
this,
back
yeah?
last season. It doesn't mean he's guaranteed.
Exactly, bro. Don't anything that Arteta does in preseason. Anything that Arteta does in the preseason means fuck all, bro. With all due respect to him, because like he'll do something in preseason.
By the
we'll
North
never see it
London Derby, Calafiori will be starting.
Really?
Mate, I'm not sold yet, innit? I'd like to see it. I would have liked to see more of him in preseason, to be honest. Maybe if we weren't so useless at
Bro, why are
negotiating,
you so against his injury record? But you
bro, no, because I'm just speaking the truth in it. Arsenal fans do not want to mention the fact that Calafiori's actually missed more football matches than Pedro Neto in his career. Across
Let me ask you a question: did he miss more games than Partey last season?
Mate, Partey missing games. Bro, like Partey missing games has nothing to do with his injury. We know this. Like, let's not be silly now.
Hey. Let's relax.
Okay.
Let's relax.
All right. Partey's clear now, innit?
Who you picking? Who you picking?
I don't really know if anyone's going to surprise us. I'm going to go with Jesus.
Oh, Mums. Oh, my God. Yes, Mums. Oh, my God. This is his season. I promise you, a gal. Watch.
Yeah, I can't lie. I agree with them. I agree with them.
Are you changing yours?
He just...
No. Whoa. I actually wanted to change mine.
First he changes his name, now you want to change his young player. Like, what are you doing here?
No, I actually do need to change mine. I need to change it to Martinelli because my Martinelli take was slandered by everybody in the chat. So I'm actually gonna change mine to Martinelli because if I pick him as the top scorer, bro, that's a surprise in itself, bro. So
what about you, Deo? Who you taking?
Surprise. Yeah. I think Jesus.
If Moreno was here, I would have said Moreno.
Okay. Underperformer. I'm just
Moreno is not starting in this team.
Underperformer for me is Timber. Coming back from a knee injury, his first season, I don't think he's going to be what we thought we were going to get when we signed him. I'm not saying underperformer as in he's going to be shit. I just don't think he's going to have as big as a role as we initially thought when we signed him. Hence why I'm putting him as an underperformer, because I think he's going to be a bit part player and he's going to struggle to get into the team. And due to fitness issues, even starting the season, I don't think we're going to see as much of a great signing as we thought we were going to see last season when we signed him.
Underperformer for me is going to be Raya. He's not going to have anything to do this season. If we bring in Marino, Raya, he's going to just be at the goalpost, just chilling. He's not going to do this. I love it, but that's what's going to happen. Putting Marino, Rice in front of that back four, having the Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, and White. Come break down this wall. Just come. Raya will literally.
What about you, Dylan?
Pina colada.
What, David Raya? What about David Raya? Or the underperformer? I've got a lot to say about David Raya, but I hold my tongue. I think the underperformer will be underperformer. Probably either. I'll go for. You can't say David Raya because not having anything to do isn't underperforming. He's still doing his job. Probably. Genuinely, like not even to be I'd probably be Calafiori. He just isn't going to be a world-class left back, and it probably will just be Calafiori.
You're a hater, you?
I'm not even the underperforming debate is hating. So you've got to hate on someone. the whole question is hating.
What are you saying?
I mean, I hope I'm not right, but I'm going with Martinelli. I can't lie, man. He's looked a bit spooky in pre-season, so I think.
I mean, he's already underperformed. I don't think he can get worse than what he's already.
Sulz, who you taking?
That just put Crybaby. Don't know who he is. No, don't put that. Put the actual name in.
No. Chat. Who's the chat going for? The chat is going for Fabio Vieira.
Wait, so can an underperformer be because he's going to get kicked off the squad because he's just not going to be.
If Fabio Vieira manages to underperform this season, he may as well pack his bags and just head to flipping League One.
There you are, guys.
What are you saying before we wrap up this section?
Underperformer is Kivior. If he's not gone this summer, he's gone in January.
No, you
But how can he be an how can he be an underperformer if he's not playing? An underperformer
hold
will
on.
be someone.
No,
like,
I think he's gonna
Yu-Gi-Oh.
get game time, and he's gonna be outrun, bro, because it's gonna be moving too fast.
I
So,
think
so you reckon
the definition of
with Zinchenko, Calafiori, Timber, and Tommy Asu.
He'll still get in. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk about the league. The way I'm gonna do this is I'm just gonna say, yo, get that emoji out. Where's the emoji?
I think we'll win the league, innit? I think we do.
I don't think anybody. You might as well just copy and paste that across everybody.
I'm going first. What you guys saying?
Bro, copy and paste.
I think we'll win it. I think we'll win it, but that's my heart talking, not my head. Like,
So is everyone saying we're winning it?
Oh, there you are.
Dale, we saying
Dale saying fourth, yeah? What's going on, Dale? What's going on? Hey, that's too funny, bro.
The Dylan's third is probably right with the way he's talking today.
Bro, it's nuts, man. It's nuts.
Dylan's gonna say we're finishing seventh.
The chat is gonna say second because there's a bunch of rivals in the chat.
No, let
Watch
them
somebody,
say
watch somebody in the chat
we don't win the
submit a
league,
super
if we don't
chat
win the
saying
league, we
Arsenal's
like-
gonna come second.
If we don't win the league, what do we do next season? Are we running with the same manager? Like, what do we do? Like,
Not necessarily. I think it's if you win a trophy.
The
Unless
question
you
is,
go
can Arteta
and
finally get
the,
Arsenal over the line? Do people believe this team and Arteta can get Arsenal over
Yes,
the line?
Kai Havertz will get us over the line. Yes, carry on.
Yes.
Yes, Kai Havertz.
Do we want to have a little dialogue on this, or do you guys just want to move on? Yes, we're all going to say we're going to win
I
the
think
league.
we've kind of said what we needed to say when we talked about the window, weren't we?
We're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league. You better believe.
Okay,
us.
let's-
You better believe
For me,
us. You better believe us.
I'm saying we're gonna win it because we have to win it. Like, we must win it. Like,
yeah, we literally have to win it. We have
like,
to win it.
My expectation is to win the league, so that I can only say
Yeah.
that.
Same.
Mikel Merino
Exactly.
bangs it top corner. Oh, it's a goal. Yeah.
He's
that's
not
what-
starting. Sulz, he's not starting a game over Partey or Odegaard
I
or
think-
Rice.
I think-
That's why I
the
said
thing is,
he'll be the
Dylan
surprise.
is still on this.
A lot of heads.
No, but Souls, Dylan is still on the mindset of we need just the first team, bro. Do you realize that Arteta is building a team where he doesn't have just like first team players? He has everybody.
but he doesn't know what
Everybody's
first
just
team is.
movable. Everybody can just get
You're
taken out.
saying that. You're saying that.
They're
The only
fluid.
position position on the pitch where we've got that scenario is left wing and left back. They're the only two positions on the pitch where that's a
No,
scenario.
midfielder, you can do it.
But Dylan, you heard Arteta say, listen.
Yo, I'm sorry. Anybody who
can't
doesn't rate
shoehorn-
Odegaard, get your eyes checked out.
Here's the thing: you can't shoehorn your perspective
that's
of
Connor.
how the team is going to play onto Arteta. Arteta
I
clearly
think that's
said
Connor.
It is
he
Connor.
wants players that can play multiple positions
Such a
because he
fraud.
wants to be able to change in game the way the players play. So, for example, in preseason, we saw what happened when we took out Saliba and Gabriel, brought in Kiwior and Haven, and Calafiori was there. What happened? He moved Calafiori from left back to center back because he can play both positions. Arteta wants players like that. And so for you to say this person's not going to get any time because you're thinking it's one profile for one position and that's all it is. That's not what he's talking about. Go look at everything that Arteta has done in preseason. If you watch every single move that the team has made in game, the players shift around. Sometimes you bring somebody up for another person to come in because this person can play two positions. Leandro Trossard can drop into the middle, free up that left so that Calafiori can push up, and then you can have Martinelli outside hugging the left, actually come on the inside as well to actually flood that box. There's many ways to play.
Trossard in the midfield don't work.
I didn't say in the midfield. I didn't say Trossard in. I did not say Trossard in midfield again. I said Trossard coming in on that. I said coming into the middle, playing as a 9, as a 4, like adding himself into that. Yeah. So,
Okay,
so
guys.
the whole, let's not.
I need to ask, since we're on this topic, I'm just going to ask everybody quickly. Simple. I put a questionnaire out there and people said, how many trophies are Arsenal going to win this season? So I'm going to ask you guys right
one
now.
would be nice.
No. Do you guys think Arsenal are going to win a trophy?
Yeah, we're getting 2.
We have
Which
to.
ones?
We actually haven't got.
We're winning the Premier League. We're winning Premier League and the FA Cup, and I believe strongly that this season we need to get to the. I want to get to the final of the Champions League.
You're saying we're going to win the FA Cup?
Yes, FA Cup and Premier League.
Where do you think we're going to get in the Champions League?
I'm different. I think.
1 second, let me finish, Deo.
Yeah.
Champions League. You said we're going to get far in the Champions League. Where?
Finals. We might not win it, but finals.
Wow.
Final.
We made quarterfinal the first time after 10 years of not being in there.
Do you think we're gonna get to the Champions League final and win the FA Cup and the league?
I think. Look. This is why you have to.
Man saying the treble's on. What the hell?
No. Like I said, I don't think we'll win. Like I said, I don't. We may not win the Champions League in the final. Like I said, I'm not saying
final
we're winning
or semi-final. Am I
final? We make it to the final. We may not win it in the final. Anything can happen in the final. I'm not going to hinge on that.
So,
but the
then what happens to us in the Carabao Cup?
Carabao Cup. I don't. Carabao Cup. I think maybe because we're going to play a lot of our young players as well. Yes, they have a point to prove. Yeah. I have a bit of a fear that in some of those cups, like the Carabao one, we might end up dropping out somewhere in the quarterfinal, semi-final if we keep playing the young players throughout the whole thing.
It's going to be Leicester away. It's going to be
guys,
Haven.
Listen to what Deo has just said. He said, what do you call it? Carabao Cup. We're going to the semi-final. He said final of the Champions League. He said we're going to win the FA Cup and win the league. That is crazy.
That's the goal. That should you ask me what crazy. Hold on, you ask me what listen. You ask
me if we do that. That's one of the. That's an amazing season.
You ask me what.
That's our best season in our clubs. Like,
can I say this, Igal? Can I say this? I
see time, bro.
Hold on. I see people in the chat saying, "Oh, the team that bottled it." We were 2 points off City last season. So, Pat, you know what? I've never understood this thing where people just want to create this false pseudo gap between us and City. There's no gap like that. We're literally on their tail. They didn't win more games than we did last season. They only drew more than we did. And we lost 2 more than they did. There's no.
There you are,
no, seriously. Like
why do you always go back to this logic?
Because it is true. Because it is true. The fact that you don't want to admit and you want to paint this pseudo gap because you want it to look like when we finally win, we can then say, "Oh, look at us! We came and we beat City." We're closer to them than we think we are.
But you can also say the same thing about Man City because you can say if they had De Bruyne for the whole season, they would have had more points. And they would have
if we had Thomas Partey for the whole season, for the whole season, we could have had more points. We probably would not have lost those games.
We're dragging this just to show you guys. This is what Deo has for our season, based on what he said. So let's now go to Dylan, since Dylan has his Carabao Cup build out. But what's going to happen in the FA Cup, Dylan?
I think in the well, do we not start with the chat? Okay. Well, the FA Cup, I'd like to hope we can win it, but again, it's genuinely all down to Arteta and how serious he takes it. Like, honestly, I don't know who he thinks he is to not be taking it seriously.
So win or early exit?
I'll go win, but again, like with these cup competitions, it's like a silly thing to predict. Like the Champions League, you can go out to Real Madrid in the semi-final, or you can go out to Real Madrid in the round of 16. You still went out to Real Madrid. You know what I mean?
So are you saying semi-final?
No less of an achievement. Do you get it? Like FA Cup, I'd like to hope we can win it. Champions League semi-final, and Carabao Cup. We'll go out in the second round.
Hooks, what are you saying?
Win.
No, third round. We're going out in the third round of Carabao. We're going out in the third round. Third.
Hooks, what are you saying?
Our third game, we'll win 2 and then lose.
1 second, Dylan. Let Hooks go now.
Win.
The Champions League.
Win. Go on, ask me the next one. FA Cup. Win. There we win.
This guy's skunked, bro.
Go on, wait. Carabao Cup. What?
Lose. Out of the first round.
Wait.
Lose this
win.
4-1 Nottingham Forest.
Win.
Yeah, Hook's smoking budge, bro.
Do you know what?
No, I promise you, I'm calling it now, bro. The Carabao Cup, the Carabao Cup, it'll be Forest away. It'll be the Lewis Haven. What's his name? No, I don't even know. Haven Stinkfest, bro. Oh my god, it's gonna play all the youngsters, and we're gonna get absolutely whoever's that. You know, they got that massive striker. Yeah, we'll get touched.
All right, Hooks. That's Hooks' predictions. Saad, what's yours?
Right, we're gonna win the Premier League. We are gonna come. We're gonna get out in probably the semis of the. In the Champions League, we're gonna get to the semi-finals. We're gonna get to the quarters of the FA Cup, and we're also gonna get to the quarters of the Carabao Cup. But I see us only winning one trophy, which is the. Actually, no, sorry. We're gonna win the Carabao Cup. I think we could actually win that. Because it's early in the season, but I see us winning. I see us winning the Premier League and the Carabao Cup. However, the other tournaments, bro, they're just too far deep into the season, bro. We haven't got the squad depth for that, bro. because that's when everything happens.
All right, people in the chat, get involved. Your section hasn't been filled in yet. Let me know who's going to win the league, Champions League, FA Cup, and Carabao Cup. How Arsenal's going to do. Now, I think Man City's going to win the FA Cup, so I don't think we're going to win it, but I think we'll get far in the FA Cup. So I have us going to the FA Cup semi-final. I think Champions League, we go to the semi-final, and I think Carabao Cup, we have an early exit. I actually don't have us winning anything else bar the league, and I think I think semi-finals of the FA Cup and semi-finals of the Champions League, we lose both to Real Madrid and like Man City.
Martin, by the way, I saw your comment. If he doesn't win anything this season, then there's serious words. Anyway, there's serious words.
If Arteta doesn't win anything this season, Sulz, do you sack him?
Has to go, but he won't because Eddie would like. But yeah, he has to go if he doesn't win anything.
Does everyone agree he would have to be sacked if we don't win?
I think the fan base would.
You don't sack a generational manager. It's as simple as that. But yeah.
Generational managers win, bro. That will be half a decade without a trophy and nearly a billion spent.
By the way, you have us winning the league, so he's gonna win one.
Yeah, I'm saying if he wins nothing, there can be no argument to be had. He just has to go, man. Like,
okay, let's go to
the only hold on.
Why are you replacing him with?
The only way. The only way that Arteta does not get sacked is if there's hella injuries.
I'm trying to finish this in the next like 10-15 minutes. If we can try to get to Sulz,
he doesn't like the question because he doesn't have answers for it.
It's getting
hot. I have answers. I've been cut off. I have answers here. It is not my job. It is not the fans' job. It is not me who goes to the pub before the game and to talk about football.
You could no.
Listen to me. No.
The only thing, Dylan. The only thing though, you could have a.
No, it is not my job to find a manager. Yeah, it is the board's job to find a manager. It's the director of football who we have established as useless. Yeah. Find a manager. Yeah? It is not my job. Yeah? It's not my job to find a manager. It's not my job.
It's my job. It's the board job.
I can still find.
There you go. So find someone.
Sorry, Egal. One second.
That's like the manager firing somebody and then saying it's not my job to hire.
There's context to the whole thing. Yeah. If there's an injuries, then obviously he doesn't win a trophy, bro. Then what is there to do, bro? If it's crippling injuries, bro, and half the team's out, bro, like a Chelsea type of situation, bro, then obviously we can't just sack him if he doesn't win the league, bro. If he's able to freaking still compete for it, then fucking hell, that's crazy. But when it comes to sacking the manager, yeah, if I am to sack Arteta, I already know who I'm gonna get straight away. I'm gonna go for Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso, bro. Xabi Alonso, bring him in. Xabi Alonso has actually shown that he can get over the line, bro. Like fully in the league, bro.
So win the Bundesliga. It's not a problem.
What do you mean? Arteta's not on the pitch.
One second. If Arteta is sacked, it would only be if Arsenal finish like 4th or 3rd.
No, they will never sack him. Even if he finished 3rd, I promise you they will never sack him. Edu and they bro, if he got to 3rd and finished 3rd, they'd offer him a new contract. I'm telling you, there's too much stability in his job for the top.
Okay,
I like Arteta.
1 second, just so we can finish up. Halfway hooks. Do you want to change your quadruple?
No. I don't.
I'm double down, bro.
I'm good.
All right, Dayo, you're happy with your list?
Yeah, I am.
Sulz, are you gonna fill it out? Or are you gonna do a quadruple also?
No. Let's actually fill it out right, and I'm gonna be kind of realistic in my opinion.
So right, hold on. Go. Go. Just go. Please. Go.
Go ahead.
Go.
I am curious what Dylan thinks I'm gonna say, but okay.
Just go.
Go ahead, Sulz.
All right, Champions League. Realistically, just because we're going to get some of our big hitters out of the way first, we're going to play City, get past them, Liverpool, all of that. It's going to be done in early parts of the season so we can actually rotate. So I'm actually going to say semi-finals, minimum.
Okay.
The next one is FA Cup, right? I genuinely think we'll make at least minimum the final of the FA Cup.
Okay.
Well, Arsenal don't lose FA Cup.
But I do think we'll win it. But I do think minimum will make the final, like bare minimum.
Well, when we
Okay,
get to
so I'm gonna say final for you.
Yeah, a Carabao Cup again, final. I think we win it, but final definite.
So we're doing a treble.
No, did I? No. What I'm saying is, the reason I've got my reasons behind this as well.
So you're telling me we're going to do the ultimate bottle job, and you're still going to keep us out?
No, I do think we're going to win it. I do think we're going to win the 3. But the reason why I say that, I've got logic.
So we're doing a treble.
Yes.
The domestic treble.
He's saying we're going to get to the final. No. Sulz, are we finishing second or are we winning the FA Cup? Which one?
Well, fuck it, we're winning it. Fuck it, I don't care.
There you go.
We're winning it all.
Yeah, we got Sulz.
But you know what the logic behind it is, right? And this is one
guys.
thing
So this is what's happening
about. Let me just finish off with this, right? Is bearing in mind Spurs away, we've got early in the first 5 games. City away or City first game is early in the season. Liverpool we've got fairly early in the season, which means a lot of our big games where we have no choice but to play our first team are going to be done before these cups even start. When these cups start, we're not actually going to be playing the top 6. So by that logic, if we do play like those relegation sides and stuff like that, we might be able to rest a Saka, we might be able to rest a Martinelli or a Trossard or whoever the starting player is in the situation, or a party can be rested and played into the Champions League instead. That's the logic behind why I think we may do better in the Cups this season because of the way the fixtures have favoured us.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save these Premier League predictions and we'll look back at them at the end of the year as long as we're all alive and healthy and happy to do so. So hopefully that's how it is. And we will speak to each other throughout this.
Wait, have you done yours?
Yeah, I've done mine. I said we're going to finish first in the league. In the Champions League, we're going to go to semifinals. In the FA Cup, we're going to go semifinals. And I think he's just going to throw away the Carabao Cup.
No, the kids are going to win it. Under 23 is easy win.
But yeah, I know that sounds disgusting, but guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Honestly, great show. I hope I can get you guys on more often throughout the season. Of course, Saad, you got your own channel. I put the link in the description. Hooks, you got your own channel. I put the link in the description. Deo, you got your own channel. I put the link in the description. Dylan, you got to send me the link to your channel and I'll put it in the description. And Sulz, you don't even use your channel anymore.
I'm on TikTok. I don't use the channel.
No, I just hunt the haters and I send them lawsuits. I get them into court and deal with them.
All right. Anyways, that's it for today. The chat, by the way, did not fill out how we're going to finish in the Champions League, where we're going to finish in the FA Cup.
The chat's the real bottle jobs.
Wait, the chat said semifinals actually for Champions League. FA Cup, nobody said anything. In Carabao Cup, nobody said anything. So until we get answers on those, I'll just leave them empty. Actually, we win the Premier League and FA Cup, semifinal Champions League, Carabao Cup. What is that? Quarterfinals? Oh, semis. Yeah, semis. So the chat actually filled theirs out too. And that's it. Deo, big up to you for joining. Really do appreciate it, guys. Really do appreciate it. Hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. And yeah, Deo, you already know what it is. Halfway Hooks, you already know what it is. Dylan, Saad, and of course, Sulz. We're out of here, people. Catch you guys on the next one. Love.